Yo, it's your man Chris2pher, and I'm rocking with hip hop since 1987.
Hip hop since 1987.com.
Terrell Thomas, hip hop since 1987. We live downtown Atlanta at the Live Hip Hop Daily Studio, and you know what we do. We bring you nothing but the biggest and the best. And this gentleman right here, I see the trajectory. I see where you're taking your journey. I see where your career is going. Goes by the name of Chris2pher. How you doing today, sir?
Absolutely. How you doing? What's going on?
No complaints, man. No complaints. I appreciate you coming out on. It's a hot Saturday out here. You know what I'm saying? So what they say, you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us right now. You know what I'm saying? So talk to our audience and let them know when your journey in music actually began.
Yeah, so I pretty much got started as a kid and really started just taking music serious back in like 2013, 2012 time frame. It's kind of when I really knew, I wanted to pursue this as a career, and so, I just started, really diving into it and just perfecting my craft and my sound,
I know you're originally from Albany, but we're here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And over the past 20 years or so, I'll say Atlanta has really honed itself as being not only a mecca, of just music, but entertainment as well. Mm-hmm. So what made you come here to Atlanta, and how did your move to Atlanta help your career evolve?
Just the opportunities in itself, and the people. Great people here in Atlanta, same as in Albany, where I'm from, but just more opportunity, being able to network, and stuff like that. So it was pretty much a no-brainer for me to, to get here as soon as I could,
How do you think being here in Atlanta helps you combine hip hop and R&B with the melodic sounds and just the soulful trends that come here in Atlanta?
Yeah, I mean, cause you think about it, it's a lot of that going around, with the Gunners, the Babies, those guys. But then you also got, Black, those guys coming out of these areas and really perfecting their craft as far as, being able to do R&B and hip hop and mix it together, and do it at such a high level, so.
You recently put out a project back in March. Yeah. Interludes. Talk to me about that, the vibe of that project and the creative space you were in when it came out.
Yeah, so with Interlude, it was, kind of the spur of the moment, one of those type, situations, just, catching vibes. And I'm all about energy, okay. I'm all about protecting my energy and really just, when I get a vibe or something like that, I try to hold on to, those situations, but just love, because I talk about love a lot, sex, of course, yeah, I don't know, I'm an energy type person, so, I just go off energy and vibe, so, whatever I'm feeling or however I'm feeling that particular day, then, that's what I rock with.
Do you feel like R&B is once again being accepted? I guess I'll say, I don't want to say in the mainstream music industry, but for a time we didn't hear cats kind of speaking on love, as you mentioned, and music, and we do hear that more, and we hear that with your music. Do you think that's something that's beginning to be accepted more again in our culture?
Yeah, I do. I think for a while a lot of people were afraid to be vulnerable. You know what I'm saying?
Well said.
And I think now it's easier to put your feelings out there, however you're feeling, whatever you may be going through, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a quick situationship, whatever, what I'm saying, whatever you're dealing with, whatever you're going through, what I'm saying. I think it makes it a lot easier now to express it and talk about it in music, and people can accept it, because a lot of times you come across people and they had some of those same ties, they had some of them same type of relationship vibes, so it's like it makes it that much more easier and relatable, they can relate to that. So
I respect that a whole hell of a lot. It's getting hot outside, the summer is here, yeah. And you're back and forth. I mean, when you leave here, you're going back in the studio to cook up some magic, so you're working on some new things, new record in store. Talk to me about that, and what exactly are you looking to present to the audience?
So the new records that I'm working on now should be dropping in a few weeks. Kind of the same similar vibe with Interlude. Just really showcasing the talent and the skills as far as mixing R&B and hip hop together. I got a record called Full Flats, and basically, you know, it's just explaining and telling particular female, like, hey, you know, regardless of the situation, regardless of the circumstances, you know, I'm always gonna be down with you, like Full Flats. So, you know, that's one record that I got on there, and that I'm really big on right now. So that should be dropping like in a few weeks.
Let our audience know how they can check out your music, how they can stay in tune with you via social media, what you got coming up, and where they can really just vibe with you.
Yeah, so my Instagram is I am Love Chris2pher. And Interlude is on all platforms right now, so you know that's Spotify, Deezer, Apple Music. You know, you can go and stream that and download that. You know.
We appreciate your time today, good brother.
Yeah.
We're gonna be staying in tune with you. We looking out this summer. We're gonna have that music right up on hip hop since 1987. As soon as it hit the streets, you know what it is. Your man Terrell Thomas, Chris2pher. Stay tuned. This brother's bringing you a lot more.
Hip Hop since 1987.com.
Log on.